Welcome to this module called the 9 levels of wealth. The point here is to clearly show you where you are in terms of financial wealth and what you need to do and who you need to be in order to progress up to the next levels. Before we start, please note that this is largely based on the work of Roger Hamilton. I personally love the way he organizes ancient wisdom on wealth. What you are about to see is as old as the hills, but Roger wisely organizes it into a step-by-step series of levels that we can easily understand. Also, what we are about to cover is tightly connected to what we just covered in the genius section. For example, each genius has its own particular way to deal with the wealth levels. However, I have really summarized Roger's work over here so as to make it easier to understand quickly. For example, I am using a pyramid to explain this, whereas Roger uses a lighthouse tower with 4 sides, and each side represents one of the 4 genius levels, something that I have completely left out in this pyramid. Also, I added an emphasis on the inner beingness changes one needs in order to move up levels, specifically the mental and emotional transitions one needs to progress. So, in a nutshell, you will clearly understand the path using my pyramid, but for the full picture and story, I highly recommend that you also buy Roger's book called The Millionaire Master Plan and take Roger's tests on his website, and I'll give you a link to all that. Finally, as we proceed, I'd like you to take notice of how much we use the words rhythm and flow. Goals are good, they're great, but rhythm and flow is a lot more powerful in a different way. A goal is a target, but the rhythm and the flow is how you get to that target. This is David Cameron Gikandi from www.miracles4.me, and let's dive in right away. Let's take a look at this pyramid. As you can see here, at the bottom of the pyramid, we start with personal wealth mastery. Halfway up the pyramid, we are dealing with business or enterprise wealth mastery. And at the top, we are dealing with societal wealth mastery. That is the growth of financial wealth. As an individual, you first have to master your personal wealth. Once you have mastered that and it is no longer causing you suffering, you are in a position to master business or enterprise wealth. Once you have mastered that, you have then earned the right, the privilege, and the capability, and perhaps even the obligation, to begin mastering societal wealth. As we proceed, these will make sense. Now, do you see a lady with a red top at the bottom left of the pyramid? Her name is Anne, and we're going to follow Anne as she moves up each stage of the pyramid, and we are going to learn from Anne's personal journey.